Hello and welcome to the VOD channel. Let's get into it. Just to start, this is the machine gun build. This is a safer version of the machine gun build. You might see me run the crazy version instead. Machine gun build doesn't actually require a lot of haste. It revolves around flow state, which gives time moves 10% faster for you. Increases your move speed, your cooldown recharge rate, and your cast speed. When you combine that with temporal burst, hitting tip the scales gives you movement speed, haste, and cooldown recovery rate by 30%, decreasing 1% every second for 30 seconds. When you combine the two of those together, you get a really ridiculous result, and your moves come back very quickly. This means that I can say tip the scales fire breath, and then like full charge your spirit bloom. It charges super fast, right? I had my full temporal compression stacks. I cast really quickly for a little bit, so you're really quick to play. With our tier set, it's a 1 minute cooldown to get the tip the scales back. You're sending out these cleaving living flames, so you're hitting like multiple targets whenever you press living flame for a little bit, and your spells just come back lickety split. So I really like this build. I find it quite fun. If you're feeling dangerous, which I'm feeling a little dangerous, Titan's Gift is nice. This does help with your echo healing a little bit, and of course you get more disintegrate damage, and you can get rid of these two for more magic damage if you're feeling a little evil. All right, starting off, because I brought my tank, I know my tank, we're probably going to drag all this left in Lust. So I'm going to get ahead of the pack real quick here, put an echo on the tank, put an echo on the one range, right? I'm going to hit tip the scales early, pop the Lust for the group, try to get that kick, and do my damage, because I'm not going to have a good chance to do damage here. Zephyr to start here. Ooh, the other Evoker Zephyr as well. We have the same brain cell, that's good. Full charge Dream Breath, because I don't want to waste my Spirit Bloom just yet. Get that Dispel on them. Heal myself with Verdant Embrace, dispel the tank, because they're taking bonus damage during that, which can be a lot. I'm gonna let the stasis rip here. I want some essence burst. The major damage is gone. Normally you would hold your stasis for another heal, but it's just going to be one of these, and I can just Spirit Bloom through it and heal up the lowest health target. I think what I did is definitely not normal behavior. I wanted my extra essence burst. But normally you just hold your stasis there and you let it rip. Wow, what a good example I am. Here, don't do what I'm doing. Does the thing. Temporal Anomaly. As we walk up, I'm going to target Halkias, tip the scales, get my damage down first. I grab Threat, which is a typical preservation problem. I'm going to put my defensives on, and I walked past the tank, you'll notice, a moment ago, to kind of make sure that I was in position. I'm going to stasis, Temporal Anomaly. We're going to full Spirit Bloom here. I'm going to use one Living Flame. I'm taking one bolt. That's fine. Stasis through that bolt because I wanted more essence. Wow. Yeah, I'm not leading by the best example. If you're curious, like, Bowser, why do you want essence? Well, it does let you ramp like the echoes up if you wanted to heal, but the stasis was a better heal than just ramping echoes. I wanted it for damage. I wanted to hit a disintegrate, and that's a bad reason to do that. But it's more damage, so do what you will with it. But I set those stasises up to kind of cover myself, and if I feel confident, right, then I'll let it rip early for resources. If I know it's gonna like throw out living flames or have a chance at essence, because like all of your empowered spells are sending out living flames, so you're kind of getting more. You get a lot more chances at essence burst. So if they're all stored in stasis, you're gonna get a ton. These bolts hurt quite a bit. Oh, we did not finish that. I'm gonna Zephyr. I only had 77,000. Oh, rip. But I noticed those mobs were walking towards me. I had Threat. I always try to move through my tank to ensure that they get aggro. I'm gonna stay on this Obliterator because we really want them to die. Oh, I overlapped. I didn't mean to. Because this dude hurts quite a bit. There's less of them now, thankfully. They nerfed the dungeon, but still, it's important. If I don't feel like I need a lot of healing these days, it's a Dream Breath, because the Dream Breath is still a good amount of healing. Even though it's not like as strong as it used to be by any means, it's still a good heal. And I can say my Spirit Bloom, but I'm mostly telling players, don't hold your Spirit Blooms. Use them often. When you have multiple people to heal, it's sometimes like your best bet, you know? So I'm just going to hit Living Flame for big AoE healing here. And then I'm going to full charge the Spirit Bloom, heal people up. Get that Dispel out after the Temporal Anomaly, so that my stasis has a Temporal Anomaly of Spirit Bloom. I'm going to spot heal, pop my own defensives here. I'm getting targeted finally. I'll kick it. I pop my defenses in case I got attacked, and then I kicked anyway. And that's actually important to know. I'm being a little lazy when I do that, but if you pop defensives and then kick the thing that was hitting you, you probably should have just kicked. You probably shouldn't have popped your defensives. Also, it's a bit of a pug habit of mine. I'll pop defensives even if I might survive, just because I'm not sure if people are going to interrupt. But this group is doing such a good job with interrupts right now. It's really hard to, like... It's easy to make that mistake, rather. It's very easy to, like, oh, I'm covering for a mistake that a player might make because the group is playing so well. When you're playing in a coordinated group, you wouldn't want to use defensives there, right? You'd want to just interrupt or ask someone to interrupt, etc. And when someone goes, hey, I can't interrupt, right? That's when you go, okay, maybe I should. I'm going to let threat happen a little longer. Interrupt that spell on me. This doesn't do any damage, by the way. You can walk this into melee. It only does damage when it explodes. My tank popped the defensive. That's good. Heal them up to full. Throw out another temporal anomaly. I got a trinket up. I think it's giving me... Oh, it might be giving me haste, which is not what I necessarily want. I'm sometimes statted for crit, so I hit Signet to get a lot more crit, but I don't know if it's giving me crit right now. Okay, 18 stacks. We're getting this off the tank as soon as I can. Throw a temporal anomaly. This stasis is gonna have nothing to do, so I'm just gonna let it rip. Get some essence burst, do some damage. See, that's a more like practical, like ethical, if you will, use of stasis. That's not like as much of a like, wow, why'd you send that? Hit the skills, fire breath, hit the damage. Oh, I didn't do the damage. There we go. I soul threat. I go through the tank to make sure tank grabs. I dial tank because they're a little low. I'm gonna full charge Dream Breath to get my first healing off. Then I can full charge Spirit Bloom to get through the rest of this. It's probably overkill. I probably didn't need to use it, but it gave me some essence burst. Might already had the essence burst, but if I didn't, it could have given me chances at it. And then go back. This is the benefits of the machine gun build. Oh yeah, my tank was getting low there, but they bubbled before I got to them. Is that you basically always have something up on the machine gun build, right? Like, I'm just gonna raw Dream Breath. That's probably the weakest version of Dream Breath. But a couple echoes and reversions later, and I've healed everyone up. And look, my Spirit Bloom's back. My Fire Breath's almost back. My Dream Breath's up in 15. That's why I like this playstyle so much. It's very fast. It accommodates a quick player. If you're quick on your feet with Preservation, you'll like it. If you're new to Preservation, I still recommend it, but don't play it as aggressively as I'm playing it right now. Obviously, you can play it a lot slower and really like get the most value out of your spells. And you'll see me do that in higher keys as well, but or in like more dangerous pugs where we're taking a bazillion damage. I'm gonna heal my tank. Full charge Spirit Bloom to heal them. Temporal Anomaly for the stasis, and I'm just gonna throw out these Living Flames to keep doing damage. And then Halkias is gonna be up. Get in here before I'm feared. Full charge Fire Breath. Try to hit everyone here. Reversions for the instant cast Living Flames. You'll see me always doing that. Constantly reaching into the bag for the reversions, because I want those instant cast Living Flames. They're more damage. A lot more damage, actually. Let the stasis rift to heal. That's a normal use. That's why I set up stasis so often. Oh, that DK scared me, but they had plenty of time. Dream Breath. Move. And now I don't have any hover charges because I use them, but saving hover for this is quite nice. But you can always just move. Use your instant cast stuff as your strike whenever you don't have something up. And hover the rest of this. Set up more reversions for more Living Flames. Get that kick. Dream Breath. We'll top off this player. I'll heal with one Living Flame. I echoed that Og, or Dev, rather. Their name threw me off. Okay. Echo myself. I'm gonna Verdant Embrace the Demon Hunter. That'll get 3 of us. Full charge Spirit Bloom. That'll get this. Walk to the left. Don't get blasted. Easy money. I have a power pot. We're gonna pop that for damage. the debris. Okay, we're good. Hey, my trinket. Me optimizing damage is like, because this isn't too stressful. The group's really good, and because the group's good, I get to optimize damage. There's not like enough that I'm like panicking. Tank pinging where we're going. Always useful. If you play tank, that's a really nice thing to do. It can be a little hard to like ping. Sometimes you're like, the Halkias' hitbox is so big, you'll never deny items. You gotta like zoom the hell out, but whatever works. No more seconds left. That'll be my last. Ooh, the mix-up. I'm gonna hold fire breath here. Not that I would normally hold it, but we're about to kill, and we're gonna go into a big AoE pack, and so there's not gonna be a lot to do here. Tip the scales. I'm gonna deep breath first. I might tank it some threat so I don't rip. There's gonna be a lot of bleeds here, so I gotta keep a good eye. You don't want to use your D-bleed until someone has 2, maybe 3 stacks on them. Yeah, I'm gonna use it on the Demon Hunter, because it is a lot of damage, but it's only a lot of damage if those stacks are high. Otherwise, your healing over time will usually take care of it. I didn't need to throw that temporal anomaly. That was a mistake. So I already had echoes. I should have cashed out the echoes first. It happens. We all make mistakes. That's very normal. But I try to like do this, right? Like I sit on the echoes. We're gonna hit this nice long disintegrate. Dream breath to heal, right? But if I wanted to, I could just chill for a bit. Use that on reversions. Let loose that stasis to heal my tank. I'm gonna set up 2 flights here. Get these orbs onto my teammates, but also give me a second. I'm gonna dial my tank. They're not in lethal danger, but I don't want to think about them for a little bit. I would like to focus on taking out this obliterator and doing as much AoE damage as possible, because I'm still in my temporal burst window. And in case you forgot what that is, that was the tip the scales buff. That makes me super powerful for 30 seconds. But during that window, our tier set gives us like 2 more living flames every time we cast living flame. So it means our AoE is quite good, which is why I did almost 3 million there. I'm gonna double warp up these stairs, give people some orbs. You're gonna pull me this in the boss. I don't know if this is normal. This just might be Vidar. He's a homie. You guys have seen him on this channel since the dawn of time, so. A lot of navigating to do here. We'll set up some echoes, dial the tank so that they don't have to worry. Get a kick while I can. We're all going to take a lot of damage here, so I'm going to pop defensives. And then I'm going to grab my AUG out of the sky here, so that they get a shield on them. I'm going to dial them because I can't quite get to them. They rescued me to get a shield on them, by the way. This dev is goated. Very good player. Disrupting screeches. I got 1. I got 2. Oh, no. Okay. Two players in this. This is going to be a little hard. So I'm going to jump to 1, pop double hover. I'm going to just Emerald Communion and get this Demon Hunter through it. He'll let everyone gather. I'm going to have some threat on mobs here. It's going to be a little chaotic. I'm going to hit the tank with that. I'm going to health pop myself. I'm about to get blasted by a bolt. I'm going to rewind this because I'm a little nervous about incoming damage. I was a little wrong for that. But that's okay. Sometimes you're covering for something that might be happening. I'm not quite close enough. I should have positioned just a touch closer. Heal the tank. Heal me. Self-heal. 1 Spirit Plume should be enough. Fire Breath level 1 so that I can focus on other tasks. But it looks like we're actually well cleaned up here. And we got to get rid of these dudes. So I messed up. This is going to be a lot of incoming. Zephyr's going to be here, though. So while these minions break out of stone, as they die here, I'm going to have Zephyr running. I don't know where the blood is. Okay, it's a melee. Okay, so that was my bad though. Me missing that mechanic actually made that way harder, but we had the tools to get through it. Defensives were popped, but now I know that everyone's running a little lean right now. My demon hunter's fine. They have blur back up. So first heal, second heal. I'm now gonna echo, reversion the dev, and that's because they've now taken so much damage that I get a lot out of them. Full charge the Spirit Bloom to get the haste buff and to heal them up to full. Temporal Anomaly, and then, you know, it's full charge Fire Breath time. Throw all these out. That'll help with some of the incoming damage. Keep them alive. They just took a bazillion. And then this dot persists. So you just want to make sure you keep healing them. And then I can just Chrono Flame spam them and they'll be okay. Now I'm missing some mana here, but I'm going to get all of that back. Pretty heavy usage of mana for me typically there, and I don't spend a lot there. 10 seconds on stasis. We're going to hit flask, we're going to hit thing. I'm going to let them all walk out. Stasis is going to rip. I'm going to let it rip on my own terms, but it wouldn't matter. Loyal Beast. Okay, we got it. I'm looking for the other one. There should be two. Yeah, this one's going to go off. So was it stay on it? Got it. Dispel, time dilate that. Yeah, oh my goodness. I'm just gonna try to hit this. I'm gonna try to go to 4. No one takes damage. If someone took damage there, I would have let it rip early because I had the echoes out. I immediately hit Dream Breath there with Tip the Scales. You might be curious why. I want Tip the Scales on cooldown, so I sent my first available cooldown. There's not a lot of more incoming damage, and I'll be in that super boosted state anyway, so it's not the end of the world. So I can do all this AoE damage, prio target damage, or whatever I'm getting benefits from. But if I need to heal my team, right, I'd be throwing up 3 Living Flames, and the Cleaving Living Flames do smart heals, so they do have an idea of like where to go when people are low. In the next pull, we're gonna probably drag this into boss. I'm gonna start by setting up the Temporal Anomaly early. I'm gonna full charge Spirit Bloom before anything happens. Put the Dispel in. The Dispel is the worst part of what I just did, but that's okay. Overlapped with the tank. Phenomenal. Let's go, Bowser. We get 1 Dispel. Use the Deep Breath while we have it before Ghosty comes out, because the Ghosty might be targeted on me. It's not. It's on the Demon Hunter. You are going to be run a little thin on Dispels if you pull into this boss. So just be ready for that, because if you get one of the bombs on someone, the bomb's a little more important than this ticking one, because you can heal through it. It's not too deadly. I'm going to get the Demon Hunter. The Death Knight should be able to get themselves. Right now I'm using Living Flame to heal because I don't want to waste a resource. That's whenever you hear me say that, that's why I say that. I shouldn't have dispelled myself here. I actually should have dispelled the Dev because I had Renewing Blaze up. They don't have any defenses, and I have a Renewing Blaze up and an Obsidian Scales. Right, so I could have just popped for that and held that debuff myself. Fixation's on me. And go back to doing damage. Yeah, so this time I'll dispel, pop myself. Right, this is more effective. They don't have any defensives left. I want that player to get their defenses back. So by dispelling them, they're going to be encouraged to not use their spell. But also, you might have noticed I took 0 damage because I had the because I had Renewing Blaze up and Obsidian Scales. Oh my god. So they were a little lazy about getting to their objective there. So the Ghost is doing a lot of damage just because they wanted to do their combo while they had it up. Oh no. How did we lose all our statues? So I'm a little behind now in healing. I did not die. I don't actually know what happened. I do not know how we lost all of our statues. We'll just commune through this while that happens. We should be able to kill before the next one. Are they not going to move? Just fall there. Heal me. Heal them. Health pot to stay healthy. I don't need to use the tip of skills here, but I was a little worried about it. I've never run out of, like, the vases during that. The little Venthyr, like, soul jars. That's weird. Also, Lexi Marie, thank you so much for the sub. Appreciate you. We are recording right now. How are you? We don't have a... We don't have a mortal wounds effect on the party right now. So this is going to take a little bit. For the uninformed, the mortal strike effect, or the mortal wounds effect, grievous wounds, I think is what it's actually called. League of Legends players at least know what that one is the heal denial state. Mortal strike is the famous move that does it. And a few other moves can be talented into it. If you don't have a mortal strike effect here, this boss, mini boss, heals for like an incredible amount. Alright, in 12 seconds I get the Lust. And then this boss fight is going to be really easy. I will be able to talk through my favorite piece of tech from Shadowlands. A lot of you probably know it at this point in the season, but it's cool nonetheless. Well, it's not even aiming at me. Okay, right here, Zephyr, and then I'm going to stand right here, Renewing Blaze, and try to get 2 of the soaks here, the goal, because with Renewing Blaze, it's so easy for a Preservation Evoker to tank this. If you can tank double beams, it's very, very, very worth it. But otherwise, nothing else happens in this fight, so... And because nothing happens, it's a lot of temporal anomalies into reversions just to do more damage. Another round. One of these. I might barely have it up. We'll find out. If you notice me time dilate my tank there, it's because I thought they were going to stand and get hit again to see if they could survive it. And I was like, man, I'll just throw a time dial at them. But they didn't. They respected the circle. I was like, oh, okay. I say again, I think they got hit by it the first time. To be fair, it's not lethal to the tank, so... And then laser beam, laser beam. I couldn't even fit in an Azure Strike. It was fast as the last one. GG's, and we out. And that's sort of the benefit to this build. This build is very machine gunny. You'll notice my top healing is Living Flame. But that's mostly, it's not just the Living Flames I'm throwing out manually. That's the ones coming from my spells. And so just look at how much I got out of that. Temporal Anomaly being one of my biggest heals from shields is also pretty crazy. But yeah, you get a lot of work done with this build. It's super fun. If you haven't played it yet, I highly recommend it. Of course, this little video guide is also good for like the more old school, I say old school, preservation build. If you run something a little more, you know, like Call of Ysera and all of that, it still works the same, right? A lot of the stuff I was doing still applies, but if your Fire Breath is still a heal from Life Giver's Flame, then you kind of get more out of, you get a lot out of that actually, but here you're relying more on your other heals. All right, but that's it for this one. So hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any questions or anything like that down below, let me know. I'll try to get to them. It's a little hard to check comments on 2 channels, but I'll do my absolute best to do it. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you all in the next one. Kai,